All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is June 21st, first day of summer, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris. Also,
Hola.
happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir. First Father's Day, and we're back at it with another episode of the Purified Podcast. It's been a great, relaxed week with a little bit of fun events going on. So definitely looking forward to talking about that.
Yeah, I'm glad that, you had some good times. Hey, Oxing, thank you so much for coming by the stream. Happy Father's Day, brother. Doing good. We definitely had some interesting stuff happening this week, especially one that we usually love during June, Community Day. FischerJZE was actually this weekend, so that was pretty nice. And the week itself has been kind of like, on and off, but we had some like recurring stuff that has helped, the average player just enjoy the week as how much as will be. But we have a couple of things coming on in the next few days and everything like that. Also, thank you so much, Cam, for coming into the stream. Castle Cuban, thank you so much for coming by. We're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Quick reminder to always that we are part of the Professor Network. This episode of the Purified Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer Raichu support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Pjtrjt exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check everybody out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. So you can always support us if you can. If not, that's always fine. But yeah, it's always nice. Also, if you want to become the second producer of the show, that'd be great. But All right, Chris, we got some stuff to talk about. How was your week? What you got? What is it out there? Did you get a cool shundo? I don't know. That's up to you,
I don't know, maybe. Nah. People at my work have been really going crazy for Pokemon Go. They're definitely getting excited for Mega Mewtwo to be coming.
Ooh.
So, yeah, a lot of them, if they have like a raid or something, they try to come to me.
Nice.
But
Well, I
I've
mean,
been
you are the
super
expert
busy.
to everybody out there, right?
At my work, yes. But yeah, let's go through what is new for this week. I have some pretty fun ones. It's a short list though. We'll save the best for last. Um, my second hundo of the week was a wild hundo whirlipede, not a venipede, a hundo whirlipede in the
Wow.
wild.
That's actually
I was
quite
like,
rare. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, okay.
That has a mega too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh my gosh,
Honestly,
thank you.
I forgot about that one. It's like PNAP. Do I even have a
Yeah,
Honda Venipede? I don't know. Go
if you
ahead, continue.
don't, you'll get one. Um, I was only got one shiny Frigibax because like after the community day started, I fell asleep.
Mm,
But I used the lure module and I just kind of waited until I got a shiny. I caught a bunch of them and I evolved like my best IV1 and then a few backgrounds, but nothing crazy. And then today I just got a shiny Swablu just chilling. But best for last, I was doing some shadow raids
mm.
and I got a Shadow Dialga that was a 13 13 13. So I was like, yeah, you're getting purified.
Is that
So
that's not your first
yeah,
Hondo Dialga, right?
that's my
It
first
is.
that's my first regular Hondo Dialga.
I
I have
mean,
the origin.
oh yeah, you got lucky on that. I remember that.
Mhm. I have the origin, but I did not have a Hondo for the like regular Dialga.
Hmm.
Like I got even for the shadow, I got like 15 13 15s and like stuff like that.
Right.
And like not too long ago, I got like a 15, 15, 14 or something like that for Dialga, but I've been waiting for the Hundo, so definitely happy for that. But yeah, tell me about what you got. Um, definitely, feel like you might still be getting some good stuff after Go Fest.
I mean, the grind never stops. It's like you gotta do what you gotta really do. But let's start with some hundos. Actually, I should say start some Chinese, but it is what it is. Cool. I mean, the Go Plus has been doing a couple of things, but I think recently, I think so. First of all, I did not get a shiny birthday, like birthday shiny. So I was like, ugh. Like everybody else around me was getting shiny, and I was like, for some reason, so am I just gonna like get like leave hanging here, brother? I still had a good time with friends, so I can't complain. However, that was Monday. But then after that, community or not community, but raid hour happened. So Necrozma was out. I did get 2 shiny Necrozmas and a shiny spin at the same day, surprisingly. So I was like, cool. It's like, I don't know how it is. I've been doing a lot of like trades and remote trades and everything, so nothing to cause about. I did get like a shiny background Dialga, or Origin Dialga with the move. It is a 14, 15, 13, so Gold Battle Cup if I wanted to. It would be nice to actually have that. But will be looking for that specifically. Now, Community Day. FischerJZE. First of all, I got a lot of candies. Right now, I'm sitting at 14,000. Is that right? 14? Yeah, 1,400? Or no, 14,000. 14,777, 778 regular candies for FischerJZE. Over 1,932 extra large candy for FischerJZE. Just because I was just catching everything in sight. It didn't matter what it was. I was using Ultra Balls everywhere. I think every single Pokemon that I have here is an Ultra Ball. I did get 2 shiny backgrounds, so that's pretty nice. I did evolve them because I know people probably want to move a little bit better. So we'll see how a lucky trait goes. And then I did get a shiny Cranidos today for Father's Day, surprisingly. Even though I'm not a father, but it was like the one shiny that I guess they wanted to give me. And the one Hundo that I did get was the Hundo FischerJZE, or at least now it is a Bascabular. So I do have my Mega ready to go for whenever that comes out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna slow road this Mega probably until like another 3 years before we actually see something to this point.
They gotta. It's probably gonna end up being like a super mega raid day.
Well, it obviously because it's one from the new Mega sets, but it's kind of like in the same component of like, oh yeah, we don't really want to give you a pseudo legendary with like the same as Metagross or something. Metagross took forever for us to get a Mega, so
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure this Mega will probably take on like the whole. We'll wait a little bit longer for this one, especially because even in the main series games, I mean we have it in Legends CA, but in Champions and things like that hasn't really been out yet. So a lot of people are still changing that in the future. So yeah, 43 shiny FischerJZE was actually crazy. They're all tagged for remote trade, so if anybody wants them, I mean, I don't mind getting them. So aside from that, we had a continuous research for like non-event weeks. So each day you get to pick what you really want to focus on. So things like catching or hatching, raiding, Tingle Rocket components, things like that. So you get to pick what you want to go through the day, finish up a time research, and you basically have the bonuses for the rest of the day. It's kind of nice. I picking. I think it started on Wednesday, so I picked raid for Wednesday, and because I was doing raid hour, and then after that I've been picking the hatch ones because it gives me half distance on my eggs, so it's actually pretty nice. What about you, Chris?
Yeah. I picked the eggs for the first one, threw in a bunch of incubators. And then after that, I was like, I don't really have that many incubators, but I want to work on my leveling up. So I've been choosing the rockets.
That's good.
That way I can fight some leaders a little bit more. I think it's awesome to be able to choose something to help speed up things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I really appreciate them making that
yeah.
change.
You know, the good thing about today or Saturday was that you get to pick if you really want to like maximize the ways. I think it wasn't it like 3 times or catch experience for Frigid packs for the bonuses. But if you actually stack it with the daily, I think it could give you like almost 4 times, and then Lucky X and everything is like the amount of experience you could have gained that day for 3 hours was insane. So yeah, I mean, it was just one of the things. So if we have something similar in the future, like where either a raid day or a community day falls on the days where you're, excuse me, you're doing a lot of different things for those specific tasks, and those bonuses stack up, do it like on 100%. Like I think if
Yeah.
I don't think we have one for next weekend because it is Skarmory Super Mega Raid Day. We also have, I think, an event happening that week, and I'm like blanking on which one it is. I think it's the Flag and Taxi one. So since because it's technically in the same day, we're not gonna have any extra bonuses aside from what we already got. So we'll see. Cam says that you got a Shadow Shiny Pineco for Father's Day. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a interesting one too. Well, you got it, but congratulations, brother. You did pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to recaps. I don't believe we had anything too crazy, but again, it's been a fun weekend. It's been a fun couple of days, anyways. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Let's move on to today's research topics of the week. Got quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of things.
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit. I gotta stack up on like gifts here. Anyhow, let's talk some Legos, shall we? I'll let you do that first.
Alrighty. Legos. I'm pretty sure pretty much all of us have played with Legos at some part, even if just for a second. They say, we are excited to continue the partnership between Pokemon Go and the LEGO Group for trainers in the US, UK, Poland, France, Germany, and Australia. Trainers can visit participating LEGO stores between August 3rd and September 30th to enjoy everything the partnership has to offer. It says that for the LEGO Pokemon experience, they're having raids. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently at raids in participating LEGO store locations. Pikachu. And if you're lucky, you'll encounter a shiny one or one with a special background. Or I guess both, which is kind of funny that it doesn't specify that.
Right.
Stamp Rally. Take part in a special LEGO themed stamp rally during the event. Explore participating LEGO stores and find designated Pokestops and gyms to collect stamps, which leads to encounters with Pikachu that have a special background. I like that it's guaranteed too, and that one can be shiny. Timed research. There will be event timed research available by going to one of the participating LEGO store locations and opening Pokemon Go. Please note that timed research will expire. So you got to claim those timed research before Wednesday, September 30th, 2026 at 8 p.m. local time. There's going to be new stickers that fit the LEGO store location, stuff. And you'll get some for completing the event timed research as well. And yeah, they're talking about smart play. Trainers are invited to enter the LEGO store and visit in-store trainer centers and participate in the fun LEGO Pokemon Smart Play demo. From August 3rd to September 30th, 2026, trainers are invited into all of the different, countries we already talked about to participate in the fun LEGO Pokemon Smart Play demo. Participants will receive a unique collectible Smart Play tag and a special stamp for their Lego passports. What?
Yeah,
Uh,
there's been a lot of like things that the people have been able to do when it comes to Lego stuff and everything. So it's kind of fun.
yeah, that stuff's kind of new to me.
Yeah.
But if you're
So
familiar with Lego passports,
yeah.
definitely
So
grab.
well, my brother is actually a big Lego guy.
Oh,
So he's always tells me about all the things that they go through, and because of that, sometimes I get like feed into some of the information that Lego has, continuously worked on in the last few days. So two things about the smart play and whatever. The smart play is a new like advanced technology that allows you to play with the Lego in a, like let's say you're playing with a car Lego or something and you put the little like smart Lego in it and it kind of makes like the noise of the car or things like that in the sense. So I'm guessing that if they put the smart Lego into like let's say a Pikachu Lego or something, they will actually do like the animation or not the animations, but you know what I mean. It's the like the sounds and things like that of that. It's kind of like again that's what I heard and things like that, but I don't know if it's like. Plus, it's expensive, in my opinion. But it's another. When it comes down to the whole passport thing, I mean, I guess you could just go ahead and like get a special passport, Lego passport, and you can go to like different areas and parts of the world where you get the stamp for, your passport itself and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Aside from this, so if you guys had information about Copperheim Go Fest happening that happened about a couple of weekends ago, the last Go Fest, in-person Go Fest of the month, I should say. The Lego background Pikachu was a thing. It's basically the equivalent to the Excavator Pikachu in Chicago. The only difference is that now they're expanding it to other parts of the world with the Lego store location. So that's actually a pretty nice thing. Now, I don't know, have you seen the background for the Pikachu, for the Lego Pikachu?
no.
Yeah, I'll send it to you when I get the chance. But it's actually pretty cool. It's basically like a I'm pretty sure you can find it online, anyways.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
Yeah, it's kind of it is a kind of cool. Of course if you get a shiny Pikachu and then you got the background, that's actually pretty cool. But that's the new rage of the world, is getting the background stuff, which is now the the chase of the world. But it's pretty cool that now they're actually expanding it. It's always nice to see something outside of just events, one-time events and things like that, and especially because we didn't go to Copperheim, so that was the only promotion.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was only promotions that we had before this was announced, so I'll take it. But I guess that's because the collaboration with Lego has always been a big thing in general. All right, well, that's Legos. If you like Legos, let us know. And that starts a little bit, after summer ends, which is around August or things like that. So we'll go back to it once we get more information in general. All right, well, it's time for some super mega raids. Sparkfly for Raichu Super Mega Raid Day. When is this happening? This is happening on July 18 from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. We're getting quite a bit of information a lot earlier this month, almost a month in advance. So I don't know, maybe in the month of July we really won't have anything until Go Fest starts, but we'll get to that information in a second. Mega Evolved Pokemon's debuts. The following Pokemon will make is Pokemon Go debuts in Super Mega Raids: Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. And if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one. Time research will be available, completed to earn a premium battle pass and encounters with Steelix. That's actually pretty cool. It does receive Raichu pretty well. So that's pretty nice. Event Bodo says, remote raid pass limit will increase to 20 from Friday the 17th to Saturday, July 18 at 8 p.m. local time, or I should say PDT. Receive up to 6 free raid passes for spinning focus gems. I do apologize for all this yawning. I'm just very tired today. Anyhow, Raichu caught from Super Mega Raids will have at least 1 Mega level unlocked. Increased chance of encountering shiny Raichu in Super Mega Raids. you do have the event ticket for $4.99 or equivalent to your local currency. Receive up to 14 raid passes, increased chance of getting Candy XL from raid battles, additional 5,000 experience, and additional 5,000 stardust for defeating Super Mega Raids. The bonuses will be active all the way from 2 to 5 on Saturday, local time. And then just, all that information. You do get the web store bonus of getting a free a bonus premium battle pass if you buy it from there. So always nice to go to the web store and this kind of things. Now, I should say that, am I excited for Raichu getting a Mega? Always excited to get a Mega. As for the viability of this Pokemon, I mean, if it was like in Champions, it will be different. I'll let you know in just a second what I mean, Chris. But are you excited for this Super Mega Ring?
The only thing I'm not very excited about is the split between X and Y energy.
Right.
For the different Pokemon. Mm-hmm. So, like, between this and Mewtwo, like, I'm not really looking forward to rating each one separately, to be honest.
This happened in, like, the weekend after GoFest, too. So I was like, man, I already did so many raids, and I now have to do more raids. It's like, it's just raids within raids at this point.
Yeah. Do they have different typings, too?
No. Both of them are still...
just electric
when it comes to it. However, so really the biggest differences between the two, it's some of the stats when it comes to the Megas. But when it comes to main series games, so Raichu X and Raichu Y has just been released into Champions. Now, of course, we had them in Pokemon Legends CA, but we didn't have the abilities. Since Legends CA really didn't actually portray true abilities at that point, which was kind of not the greatest thing in the world. However, Champions, literally when Champions was released on mobile this weekend, which we'll talk about once we actually get to our main series, they released the abilities for Raichu X and Raichu Y. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, Raichu X gets Electric Surge. So it does, the battlefield becomes electrified and whatever, helping some of the abilities and things like that of Pokemon and things like that. Now, Raichu Y, did I say Y? No, it was X. I can't remember now.
You said X first.
Yeah, so Mega Raichu.
And then Y was the last one you brought up.
Yeah, so let me just make sure. Yeah, so X gets the Electric Surge. It's the ability to automatically trigger electric terrain and for 5 turns upon Mega Evolution, which boosts the powers of electric type Pokemon, prevents grounded Pokemon from falling asleep. Which that means that anything flying can still fall asleep, but doesn't make any sense. Now, Mega Raichu Y gets No Guard. Now, have you actually ever heard of No Guard ability? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. There's a pretty funny strategy that involves getting No Guard on like Groudon and then using like Fissure.
Yeah, similar to that.
Like that.
So, if anybody listening doesn't know, No Guard in the main series games gives the ability to guarantee that all moves used by or against Mega Raichu Y always hit their mark, making attacks like Sap Cannon or Focus Blast hit perfectly accurately. Which are actually two of the moves that Mega Raichu or the Raichu Y can learn, or Raichu in general can learn. So those moves technically had like a 75% accuracy or 90-something% accuracy, which is, not, if it's not 100%, you're just betting on something, But with No Guard, it just makes it hit at all times, which is a crazy, crazy ability, especially because Raichu Y has an insane speed stat in the main series that probably outruns even Regieleki at this point too. So, and don't call me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's been saying. So it's crazy. However, in Pokemon Go, we didn't get abilities. So unless they really do something specifically, which they're kind of releasing megas after mega in the last few months, which it just makes sense that we don't get abilities like that. So, however, we do have the boost to level 4 if you max it out by the end of the weekend. if you have to do enough raids. So I'm pretty sure that you'll get the bonuses on electric types even better than even having a Kyogre as a mega, as a primal at this point. So it's always nice. But, Raichu's Raichu. It's not going to hit insanely hard unless we get, like, mega everything. So, or if they revamp Pokemon GO in general to include abilities, which I don't think is going to ever happen in our lifetime. Any more thoughts on this, Chris?
No, not really. It is nice to raid a new Mega. But yeah, I'm just not looking forward to all the passes for the two different ones.
And and again, we're just, we're talking about this almost a month in advance.
Yeah.
So we'll either get back to it eventually, or we're just gonna forget that it happened until we get the next podcast that month. So, all right. So this one is more of a little bit of miscellaneous news, but I guess we just cover it because it's fun at this point. We have Save the Dates, Pokemon's 30th anniversary celebration, Poke-Exciting. That's what you call it. Are you ready to celebrate 3 decades of adventure, discovery, and friendship? We're incredibly excited to announce that Pokemon will make its 30th anniversary with a series of spectacular celebrations across several regions. So, I don't know if this is just a limited way of looking at it. But the event schedule for like Save the Dates are, September 12th, October 10th, November 7th, January 23rd, February 13th. So we're like, outside of the 2026 era. So it's kind of funny when it comes down to it. But it's places like Kuala Lumpur, Taipei, Singapore, Manila, Bangkok. I think it's mostly the Asia Pacific region at this point, but don't quote me on it. But still, it's just celebration. I'm pretty sure there's like a city safari for many places, but I mean, if you're excited about it, that'd be cool. I don't know, Chris, anything?
Definitely cool to see them go to a bunch of different areas. If you're in the area, hope you guys get to enjoy that. And I am interested to see how many people actually travel to go to some of these.
Oh, if you talk to JT Ballard, he'll be there.
Oh my god.
He'll be in every single one of them probably. Man, that man had like the craziness of how much where he goes and how he does things is crazy, but gotta love the guy. All right, Chris, how about you take the next community day?
Let's take a look. Ooh, July 2026 Community Day has been revealed to be Sobble. Saturday, July 4th. Okay, that's funny. From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time, Sobble, the water lizard Pokemon, will be featured. If you're lucky, you'll get a shiny one, or one that has a background, or both. Featured attack: evolve Drizzile, Sobble's evolution during the event, or up to 4 hours afterwards to get an Italian that knows the charge attack Hydro Cannon. Attack availability update as well. Starting with the event and afterwards, Inteleon will be able to learn the charge attack Snipe Shot. In trainer battles, it will have 65 power and a chance to increase the attack by 2 stages.
Ooh.
In gyms and raids, it will be 100 power. There will be a community day special research, like that you can buy for $1.99. 3 encounters with a Sobble that have special backgrounds, additional encounters with Sobble, 1 premium battle pass, 1 rare candy extra large, and even more goodies. So pick that up if you want to. For the event bonuses, they're doing 1/4 egg hatch distance when eggs are placed into incubators during the event. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times chance for trainers level 31 and up to receive candy extra large. Incense will last for 3 hours. Take a few snapshots for surprises. Lure modules will last 1 hour and may attract the featured Pokemon. 1 additional special trade can be made for a maximum of 2 for the day. Trades will require 50% less Stardust. So keep in mind from 2 to 9 p.m. local time, Sobble will have a very high chance of appearing at lure modules, and you can either get a shiny or a special background even after the event typically ends.
Yeah. It's been kind of good in some cases.
Yeah, I like it if I take a nap. You may find field research that gives you encounters with Sobble that have a special background, or the regular Stardust Ultra Balls and the normal encounters. If you buy the the same Community Day box on the web store, you also get 5 Ultra Balls. So if you were gonna buy it, I definitely recommend doing it there. Sobble, good Pokemon. So I am looking forward to this.
Yeah, no, it's pretty being pretty good. Also, the FischerJZE fan is here in the chat, and he's just been pretty cool. Thank you so much for joining us again, Mr. Fan guy. He got 15 shiny FischerJZE in the community today. He also have a Honda background. That's pretty cool. I like that. And he did
He's
ask about.
got it with the name, man. He's
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. I did get 43 shinies. Okay. So it's one of those things. But yes, Sobble on July 4th is kind of like patriotic when it comes down to a lot of different things, especially because he's a sniper. It's kind of funny. However, aside from the excitement being that it's Sobble, Chris, this is the final starter that we had waited for the last 10 years as a community day Pokemon. Ever since we had Pokemon GO, ever since they released a new generation, and of course, once Wings and Wakes comes out, we'll have 3 new ones. However, we're gonna be out of Pokemons to actually explore for the rest of the year. And I don't believe Wings and Wakes are gonna come out in the beginning of the year. I think it's gonna come out like later in the year, so we may not have another year of anything unless we have classics for a while. How do you feel about that, Chris? After 10 years, technically nine.
I feel like we're gonna get some really weird Pokemon in community days.
You think?
Or maybe they're gonna have us vote again.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely exciting to get the last of the starters out of the way, because starters, very, very strong Pokemon. I don't think anybody would argue that. So definitely cool to finally finish those off.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that Sobble being the last one, because that's a Gen 8 Pokemon, and we had 9 Gen 9 for a while. I know that it was kind of like collaboration with Paldea came out and things like that. But it's hilarious. When it comes to Winds and Wakes, I mean, it's gonna be fun when it comes out, but just expecting those things. I am picking probably, I don't know, I like the Gecko a lot more. The Gecko, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think it definitely has a little bit more, I don't know, flash to it.
Yeah, I would have chosen Broad too, or the grass starter for Winds and Wakes, but I was just like, I already have Rowlet. Why do I want another owl? It's like,
yeah, I knew that Julie would love Gekwa as soon as I saw how it looked.
Yeah. And like I said, in general, we'll pick our favorites when they come out. But man, it's an end of an era to be out of starters for the first time in this long. I know we're gonna get there eventually, but it feels like weird that we're gonna be finishing up the final starter of the generation and all that stuff. So, or even in general in Pokemon Go, it is what it is, I guess. Some things must come to an end. Never Pokemon Go, though. Hopefully not. All right, so cool. Community Day. We do have some global celebrations for GoFest, so let's get into that. So get ready for Pokemon Go Fest 2026 Global Community Celebrations in North America, Europe, and Oceania. There's another one for Japan, for the Asia Pacific region, but that was announced separately, surprisingly. So I guess they have different things when it comes down to it. So if you go to any of these ventures out there, local communities in major cities will join forces for this free event. And I know I keep yawning, so thank you. To open to the public, featuring fully branded Pokemon Go experience packed with exciting on-site fun and special giveaways. So in North America, we have San Francisco, California, happening on Sunday, July 12th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Pier 39. You can RSVP there. Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, also on Sunday in the Grandscape area. New York City, of course, New York. New York City, New York. Looks like there's going to be the 11th and the 12th. And I'm pretty sure those will take us to the specific areas. I'm pretty sure one of them is Grand Park, but I can't be wrong. Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday 11th. So that's pretty nice. Anybody want to make a trip to Georgia for a weekend? That would be insane if we actually do that. Road trip. Anyhow. Vancouver, Canada. Also on Saturday 11th in the Science World area. Europe, it will be, oh my goodness, I'm sorry for not pronouncing this right, but it's going to be Endivert, United Kingdom in the Ross Bandstand area on Sunday. We got a lot of them. Antwerp, Belgium on a Sunday. We have Hamburg, Germany on a Saturday. Bordeaux, France on Saturday. We got Warsaw, Poland on Saturday. Barcelona, Spain on Saturday 11th. Oceania area will have Melbourne, Australia. So Australia is also having a nice little community today. So what can we expect for these areas? It says a Pokemon Go pop-up event with interactive fun, photo opportunities to capture the memories, fun activities with your local community ambassador, giveaways and exciting prizes, including Pokemon Go pins and prints, the chance to meet and battle alongside local and visiting trainers and community ambassadors, and time research when you check in with rewards like Pokemon cards and items. And then it looks like there is also a New York City community celebration. It says battle across the borders of New York City with your community. Trainers can meet up at Industry City to begin their community celebration before continuing the adventure anywhere in the city, in New York City. Local communities and community ambassadors are hosting meetups full of routes and raids at parks all throughout the weekend. Just go to Grand Park, you'll be fine. But yeah, exciting. They're actually making more and more for global. I mean, global in-person Go Fest was actually pretty fun. So this is kind of like the equivalent to that. But are you, unfortunately, you know, it's not that we can go to this, but are you excited for these things, especially because global is coming?
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be fun.
Oh, also looks like Casa Cuban just mentioned that our friends from the other podcast, both Justin and Sarah Amanda, they'll be actually attending the Atlanta, Georgia one. All right. Like I said, I mean, for me, it would be an 8-hour drive just to go to Atlanta, but I don't think I'm ready to make that drive. I think I'm gonna stick around local after my my Chicago Go Fest trip. So, but still, I mean, nice. I'm glad that they're doing things like this. However, that's not like the biggest thing that's gonna happen that week because, well, one of the biggest things that's gonna happen that weekend. But yeah, let's just get into it because I mean it's gonna be overwhelming as hell. All right, Chris, are you ready for the road to Legends? Leads to the way to Pokemon Go Fest 2026 Global. So the road to Legends starting on, oh my goodness, you are just happy about this now. All right, so July 6th at 12 a.m. to July 10 at 11:59 p.m. local time. The countdown to Pokemon Go Fest Global starts here. During the Road to Legends, trainers around the world can gear up for the big weekends with full weeks of raids. A full week of powerful raids encounters, event bonuses, and Go Pass rewards. Whenever you're looking to strengthen your team, stock up rewards, or take on some Pokemon Go most formidable foes, this is your chance to get ready for adventure ahead. So, powerful Pokemon and raids. Legendary Pokemons, Ultra Beasts, and other powerful Pokemons will appear in raids throughout the event, which is literally every single day. Feature Pokemons will appear in raid hours and mega raid hours each day, giving trainers even more chances to battle, catch, and prepare Pokemons in Global Golfes. Pokemons appearing in 5-star raids each day will also be featured at raid hour from 6 to 7 local time on that day. And on Monday, raid hour will take place from 6 to 8 p.m. Crazy. Pokemons appearing in Mega Raichis, they will also feature their raid hours from 7 to 8 local time. And on Friday, there will be a Primal raid hour from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. local time. All right, I'm going to need a vacation week for this because it's going to be insane. Do you want to go over Monday's 5-star raids, brother?
Oh my gosh, sure. On Monday, July 6th, we're going to have the 5-star raids Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Latios, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Attack Form Deoxys, Defense Form Deoxys, Normal Form Deoxys, Speed Form Deoxys, Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf in their respective locations. Origin Form Dialga, Origin Form Palkia, Dialga, Palkia, Heatran, Regigigas, Altered Form Giratina, Origin Form Giratina, Cresselia, Darkrai, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Incarnate Form Tornadus, Therian Form Tornadus, Incarnate Form Thundurus, Therian Form Thundurus, Reshiram, Zekrom, Incarnate Form Landorus, Therian Form Landorus, Kyurem, Genesect, Burn Drive Genesect, Chill Drive Genesect, Douse Drive Genesect, Shock Drive Genesect, Xerneas, Yveltal, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu, Solgaleo, Lunala, Nahelgo, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Zergtree, Celesteela, and Kartana. They're going to be in the same locations that they have been in the past. Guzzlord, Necrozma, Stakataka, Blacephalon, Hero of Many Forms, Zacian. Oh, yeah. Hero of Many Forms, Zamazenta, Regieleki, Regidrago, Incarnate Form Enamorus, and Therian Form Enamorus. Mega Raids, Mega Salamence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I was doing the pokey rap for a second there, man.
Oh my goodness, I just can. I had to give it to you for this one. It's like, yeah, no. I'm just hoping that, within the next day or two, they don't announce that we're going to have backgrounds for each one of them. Because can you imagine a background for each one of these legendaries at this point?
A background for each one would be brutal.
Brutal is undertaking, unless they guarantee us at least a background for at least having to do one raid for each one of these Pokemons, because we're mentioning literally the entire roster of legendaries. It's insane. I mean, there's also some Pokemons in here, like, Sogalu, Lunala, and the Enamorous forms that they won't be shiny. So what's the point of doing them if, you're not going to get the shiny forms or even the backgrounds, if in that case. However, they haven't yet announced anything, but we haven't made it to the end of this blog post, so bear with us. All right, I let Chris did, Monday because that's the hardest one. But the rest of the week, Tuesday, July 7, we have White Kyurem, Zekrom, Dunwing, Necrozma, and the Mega Race will have Mega Tyranitar. Wednesday, July 8, we'll have Black Kyurem, Reshiram, and Duskmane Necrozma with the Mega Race Mega Rayquaza. Do note, this is the fusion forms of Necrozma, so you do get the energy for doing them. Make sure you keep that in mind when you do those Necrozmas, if you need the energy specifically. Thursday, July 9, we have Crown Sword Zacian and Crown Shield Samacenta with Mega Raids being Mega Gengar. I'm pretty sure I want to get to this one, but I already got to Shadow Samacenta, so I don't know if I want to do those. Especially a background one. So that's insane. Then Friday, July 10, we do have Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga, with also the Primal Raids Kyogre and Groudon. Which is insane when it comes down to that. Both the origin forms for two of the best adventure effects ever introduced into Pokemon Go, and two of the biggest, strongest primals in Pokemon Go history will be making its Pokemon Go return on one specific day. So that's crazy. It also says that Nihilo, Guzzlord, and Necrozma do not have region locks, so and appear globally when active in 5-star race. I mean, we knew that. So I don't know why they had to mention that. However, excuse me, some Pokemon cut from those raids may know their charge attacks and adventure effects. Kyurem will know Glaciate. The Origin Form Palkia and Dialga will know Special Rent and Road of Time, respectively. Of course, you said some, so you gotta get lucky for this kind of thing. Adventure effects are available through Elite TM for the first time in Pokemon GO. Get ready, trainers. Available for the limited time in celebration for Pokemon GO 10th year anniversary. Trainers can use an Elite TM to get special rent or rotor time for Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga, respectively, during the Road of Legends throughout GoFest 2026. I am going to be making a note to make sure to change my Hondo Palkia to get special rent for the first time in my lifetime. Are you excited for that? Because that's your Dialga have rotor time?
I thought it did. Let me just double check.
Yeah. While they do that. Okay.
That is really exciting, though.
It is, yes, because it is. I mean, we went in something like this since they were introduced, and we were like, why can you just Elite TM or Hondos that doesn't have it, you know? So, I got like 18 Elite TMs, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using them for a couple of shinies so I can do some trades if we need to. So that'd be pretty nice. I'm waiting for you to actually see if you can find yours.
Dialga and 4-star. Yeah. Yeah, it has rotor time.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that, but, you know, getting a Shanda would be nice.
For Palkias, though, I definitely want to go through and make sure all that's good.
True. I do have a Honda for that, so. Oh, God. Okay, so I don't want to read this part. I haven't read it yet, but I'm a little scared now. So, new Pokemon background debuts. After catching certain Pokemons from raid battles, trainers will have a chance to receive a special background. These souvenir backgrounds will appear on Pokemon's summary page, similar to location backgrounds. Pokemon's caught from 5-star raids, primal raids, and mega raid battles between July 6th to the 12th May also have a special background. And Mewtwo caught from super mega raids from GoFest Global may have a special background. If that Mewtwo with a special background is Mega Evolve, its Mega Evolution background will have an additional visual effect. Okay, so is this what I think it is? I mean, am I reading this right? Is it saying that Pokemon's caught from 5-star raids can have a special background? The silence is
you
all
want
I
me
needed.
to
The silence is all I wanted. Right?
5 stars, primal raids, mega raids. All the money. All of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a little responsible to say this on, you know, the stream, and of course anybody who's listening to this. Don't go for all of this. don't try it. Don't even worry about it. Will I be crazy enough to do it? Maybe. I need a good team of people to actually follow me around for the entire week to actually get all these rates going for the foreseeable future. Well, Chris, I don't think you're gonna see me for the rest of the week. You don't even see me anyways. But anyhow, God, that means that every single legendary is gonna have a special background. That's insane to think.
Yeah, I'm still gonna push them the same way that I have been. Like, I'm still gonna raid the same ones I would have raided anyways.
Yeah.
I think the background's just gonna make it better.
Yeah, I mean, we have had many
'Cause there's way
chances.
too much behind
Yeah,
them.
we have had so many chances to a lot of different backgrounds. So if we think about it, like, you know, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos have their respective team backgrounds. Dialga and Palkia has their special, you know, Hisuian backgrounds. Kiram, Black, White, Reshiram, and Zekrom will have their black and black backgrounds. I think some of them are returning, so it's not like we hadn't had them in the past. It's like now that we have them for everything, and that's just insane. So unless you're willing to spend your entire bank account and retirement money on this, so don't go crazy on it. The final really like big tip that I can give anybody actually thinking about this is that only do the ones that you feel like you want. It doesn't mean that just every single one of them is gonna be, you know, special. Because if everything's special, then nothing's special. So I'm pretty sure, you know, there's gonna be many people rating within, you know, the entire week that will have that ability to get Pokemons from other stuff. Like, let's say I don't want to braid like the Ultra Beast, something like that, and then I'll raid, let's say, the birds for some reason, and I'll get those backgrounds, and then somebody else will raid the beast, and then they'll get the backgrounds and things like that. So, yeah, so it's a dance in between. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not as crazy, I would think, but just reading on this says that we're gonna have too much backgrounds to worry about from here into the foreseeable future in that sense. So, all right. So that's really the only big tip that I can give you guys. However, there's more. Super Mega Raids during the Pokemon Go Fest 2026. Did you forget? We didn't think so. Mega X and Mega Mewtwo X and Y will be featured in Super Mega Raids during Pokemon Go Fest Global. As a reminder, there will be a special bonus debuting during the Global Go Fest event. Every Mewtwo card from Super Mega Race will have at least one Mega level unlocked, and it can be Mega Evolved without the initial cost. And there's more. Mewtwo cards from Super Megas will also be likely to have high attack, defense, and HP. So higher chance to get a Shundo if possible. So that's pretty nice. It says here, Super Mega Raids are a type of Mega Raids in Pokemon Go, band together, all the stuff. You know, make sure you have a big team against it. You can also it says successfully more rewards and standard rates, including Mega Energy, all that stuff, and you know, whatever they actually mention when it comes to Super Mega Rates. So that's actually nice that they actually, every Mewtwo card will have higher IVs. Now, we've seen this in the past. The floor IB for any Pokemon's card in raids, any legendary's card in raids, is a 10, 10, 10 across the board. When they say something like this, the only difference is they will start at 11, 11, 11, if anything. So don't think that it's going to be like, oh, I can get a 13, 13, 13, and then, you know, it's like you can purified or whatever the case may be. It's not, you know, a shadow raid, but still, you don't feel like you're actually going to get like super high IVs. So the closest we're going to get is going to be like, that's what I said before, 11, 11, 11. So it's still, it kind of gives us a higher chance of getting like closer to 100 if that's the case. So BSA maybe. All right, there's a bunch of eggs that will be featured in Go Fest starting on Mondays, July 6th. 2 kilometer X will have Willow, PG, Abra, Ghastly, Pinsir, Aerodactyl, wow, Marip, Larvitar, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Ralts, Bagon, Beldum, Gibble, Riolu, Snover, Audino, and Larvesta, which is crazy to think there's a lot of like good pseudo-legendary ones in here. 5-star X will have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirrel with their Pikachu visors, which is the ones that we got during the in-person Go Fest. Heracross, Mine Jr., and Larvesta, wow. A regional and actually 2 regionals now that I think about it. Of course, we see enough Heracross in our lifetime here in Florida. And then 10 kilometer X. We'll have Tropius, Axew, Buffalant, Larvesta, Gumi, Yamo, Toxel, and Frigibask. So why is it that Gumi doesn't have the little shiny star? If you're lucky, Larvesta may hatch from 2, 5, and 10 kilometers. Well, you just told us that Larvesta is going to be in eggs. Why did you... you know what? Nobody reads this blog post unless we were the ones. All right, so bonuses active from the beginning of Royal Legends and throughout Global. Lo and behold, no remote raid pass limit from Monday, July 6th to Sunday, July 12th. Who did not expect that for the entire damn week? Not just weekend, the week. Trainers level 31 up, guaranteed to receive Candy XL from trading Pokemons, receive special stickers from spinning Pokemon stops and gyms, and opening gyms, gifts, I should say, sorry. Premium Battle Pass, or Premium Balls will be more effective at catching Pokemons after raids, so that means that it's going to be easier to catch legendaries. That's not a bad thing. And then Party Power will charge faster in raids. This bonus is active during Road of Legends. Up to 2 free raid passes from spinning photo disc at gyms. So for the average free-to-play player, you can at least do 2 free raids per day, which is not a bad thing if you're targeting specific things throughout the week. So, I mean, especially like say, you know, Station and Samacenta. You do one Station, you do one Samacenta. That's pretty much all the people being at this point. But that's in general. The celebration doesn't end when Golf Blitz Global ends. Do we really have to go through this now? Pikachu has a few playful surprises lined up starting July 13 at 10 a.m. local time. More information will be announced soon. Pikachu, what are you up to? What do you think, Chris?
Pika, Pika.
That's all you gotta say, brother. Oh, man. Okay, I get it. All right. And of course, don't forget, we got a Go Pass and a Go Pass Deluxe for Road Legends, so which is, of course, crazy. Not really crazy, but it is how it is. It says complete the road pass to get some pretty cool rewards, like encounters with Pikachu wearing a team hat, which is the ones that we got through the in-person events. Candy of Pokemon appearing legendary raids throughout the week. The GoFest t-shirt, link charges, incubators, incense, a lucky trinket at rank 100, bonus increasing your lucky charge cap to 2,000 until GoFest, and even more goodies. Yeah, that's fine, Mr. Joe in 44. That's cool. Anyways, I appreciate it coming by. Anyways, trainers who upgrade the Gold Pass Deluxe will also get a team leader pose, a gold bottle cap which can be used to max any Pokemon stats at rank 100, Mewtwo with a special background. That's cool. Candy XL, 2 times Hatch Stardust and Hatch Candy. Additional 5,000 experience from completing raids. 3 candies from completing 5-star raids or higher. 1 Candy XL from completing 5-star raids and higher. Half distance, Hatch X, and more. So we get the lucky trinkets for free. And then we get the gold bottle cap if we upgrade. That's actually a pretty good deal for both super premium items. Do you think of what I'm thinking, Chris?
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. I think gold bottle cap is like everyone's favorite item.
Yeah, no.
Honestly,
I'm kind of just happy to even get the lucky trinket at this point. So it's actually pretty cool that we have really 2 big premium items in the Gold Pass for this year. So they're taking care of us, but spend your money wisely because there's gonna be a lot going on. Yeah, that's the road to legends. That's the road to many things in the future to come, and I'm hoping that nobody's gonna spend the entire life savings in this, because it's gonna be a wild raid week. And like I said, anybody wants to take a week off with me and just like disappear and do raids for the foreseeable future? Chris, are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Which again, it's just crazy to think that that's the case in that regard. So, wow. Just wow. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this many things. But anyways, any thoughts on Road to Legends, Chris? Anything that you are willing to say to the viewers? And, in general, please don't use your daughter's college funds on this.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, save your money. Get what you want, but don't feel like you need to get everything. And I say this for like every event, but like you don't want to go too crazy. But definitely hunt whatever appeals to you the most.
Yeah, definitely. Do what you can. It's not like you really have to get through every single one of these raids and everything. So get what you can, and if anything, just save for Mewtwo. Mewtwo is still going to be the most powerful Pokemon in the game, regardless of how maybe, unless we get like Ultra Necrozma or something in the future. But still, that's gonna be a problem in the future for anybody actually listening to this. So it's wild. It's gonna be wild. Once we get closer to this, we'll give you more details and tips at this point. All right, so that's pretty much it for all Pokemon Go news stuff. But we do have a little bit of main Series Tee Hee happening around. So as I mentioned before, Champions has been released in the mobile game industry, and it's actually pretty good. I tried it. Surprisingly, it's a really smooth game on the mobile, and it like doesn't drop frames. The games itself just seems similar to the Switch. Have you tried Champions, Chris, or have you not yet?
No, I haven't touched it yet.
Like I said, it's a really good release, and this is the reason why we actually know Raichu's abilities, because they also released this Megas and more. Can you imagine Mega Staraptor with country ability? Do you know what that is?
No.
So basically, think about this. If Mega Skarmory gets hit with Intimidate and lowers the attack stat, instead, it raises the attack step. So it's basically a contrary ability. So every time it uses something that lowers it, it will raise it. Imagine that with Skarmory, not Skarmory, I'm sorry. Staraptor. Mega Staraptor. Mega Staraptor can just hit hard with close combat and still get a boost from his attack instead of lowering its defenses on this point. That's just crazy. It's like Malamar's ability and all that stuff in general, but still. Just to, there's a lot going on in Champions right now. This is a new season, and everybody's just going bonkers bananas at this point. So there is one last thing, though. TCG Pocket. I don't know. Have you seen this, Chris? I know I didn't put the link in the show notes, but they did announce the set that we're going to have at the end of July.
I did not see that.
Yeah. All right. Let me pull it up. Because this is actually a pretty cool introduction to it, since it wasn't just the whole thing that was released. Okay, hold on. TCG Pocket Mega Rayquaza.
Oh.
I probably should have mentioned that in like the beginning of the whole thing. So here, I'll put it in the notes here for you, and then we'll just watch it together for anybody wanting to see this cool little trailer. Also, I know it's loud, so sorry about that. All right, so the trading company and TCG Pocket team up for this trailer to appear. Gotta love a Mega Rayquaza when you see one, right? It's beautiful. I don't know why, but Rayquaza just makes it a little bit better every single time I see it. And Mega Rayquaza. So, Mega Rayquaza returns in the TCG and in TCG Pockets. It comes for the very first time. The Mega Evolution Delta Rain and TCG Pockets Ruler of the Skies coming very, very soon to a store near you and a pocket near you. So, Delta Rain will be available in November 6th. And the Rulers of the Skies TCG Pocket set will be available at the end of July, which is actually the next big set in the series of Pokemon TCG Pockets. So, are you excited, Chris? I know you are.
Always. Yeah, I do. As much as I don't like the design for Mega Rayquaza, like compared to the OG, I gotta respect his damage, man. He's super strong.
Yeah. Mega Rayquaza it's a madhouse, and this reveal was actually like completely out of nowhere. However, I do believe that within the next few days, in weeks ahead, we're actually gonna get more information about special Pokemon Rayquaza things happening. So there's been a lot of like Delta news happening recently in the Pokemon sphere. So. Of course, the TCG proper will have Mega Rayquaza come back for the first time in a long time, and Rayquaza in general. So you're gonna be scrambling to get that set pretty soon in the future. It's gonna be fun. I just don't know how the card's gonna look, so we'll see. All right, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. I don't know if Chris has anything else. You got anything for me, Chris?
Nah, nothing else. Definitely just looking forward to all the cool Pokemon stuff happening.
I'm just like already like having a breakdown, and this is happening
All
like
the backgrounds.
I know, right? This is we're only like about 2 weeks and a half away from Go Fest Global, and this whole like craziness of the legend, the road to legends. Yeah, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks technically, but still, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a wild time. All right, well, thank you so much for everybody for listening to the podcast. We do truly appreciate it. If you like what you hear, make sure you check us out in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, many other places. Of course, if you can leave us a review, we greatly appreciate it. We also want to recognize our Patreons, Gym Leader Matty G, Esper Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brandi, Pjtrjt, FischerJZE, and James. Executive producers of the show, Monkeybread, Xander, KateTheKonz, Tish Smith. Of the shows, actually, I should say. Elite 4 tier, Boris Renee. And I believe BorisYeah went back to being a gym leader supporter, but I mean, we're still shouting him out because he was our Giovanni tier for a longest time. You can check our social media on X, Purified Podcast, Pure Let It Go, Pokemon Trigger, please. Email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, you can always join us here live on Sundays nights if we do have the time to always do it Sunday nights. But it's going to be, again, wild time ahead. And yeah, don't forget to check us out at the Discord too. We have this Patreon exclusive Discord, one fantastic place filled with fantastic, wonderful people. With that being said, Chris, I believe it's time for you to take us away for the night.
Alrighty. Hope everyone makes their Pokemon space ready. I'm talking to myself as well. And yeah, get out there, get playing, and have fun. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. It is hot out there, at least in some parts. And yeah, be safe. See you guys next week. Peace.
Keep purifying, everybody. It's going to be a while soon. We'll see you guys next time.